Morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. You should be able to see the disclaimer, and then in just a second, I'm going to shift over to our indicators. And I'm excited to have you guys on here with me. Should be able to see the indicators now. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. We're just about to have a big close here we're not open for New York, but we're just about to have the close. True Algo members, we were just on Discord together, live streaming, and now we're about to get the True Algo trifecta on the indexes on all three. Again, a trifecta is when all three indexes close from a box the same direction that we want for the reversal. So we're just about to have that bearish reversal opportunity on all three. DXY is not confirmed bullish. Euro is not any reason to be bearish yet, so that's good. The NQ just curled right back up. It is a bearish close nonetheless, but I mean, so the NQ is not the one that like I would look to go for because it's closed right on the box. The NQ just a tiny bit below. US 30, folks, you had the cleanest close of the three. And reminder that you are in a bearish trend on US 30. So that's another reason why like this one is not in the box still, but the other two are. And then True Algo members, just note like how close that close is. I mean, it's one tick. So there's nothing wrong with just waiting another 15 minutes to see if this will push down here. But it's a single tick close on the ES, and I don't even think it could register an actual tick on the NQ. Maybe. You know what I mean? So just let this go real quick and then wait to see if we can, in the next 15 minutes, get an actual close down here. Does that make sense, True Algo members? Remember, we were just talking about this before we jumped on here, that we wanted to get that bearish close, but I would never consider a single tick as an actual bearish close. It's too close if you were to change to like a CFD or another broker. Something else to note is the fact that indexes are pushing up right now, and so is DXY as the euro is pushing down. So Forex folks, you guys are in opposite land right now when they should be moving the same direction. True Algo members, we were just talking about silver, about if we would get that bearish close below the box to look for a short, and you can see we did close bullish back in the box. So still no reason to be short on silver until we lose this day box. Big aggressive push up now too. And so True Algo, I know I keep saying True Algo members, I apologize. Those of you guys are just joining in the stream, welcome. It's just because we were literally just on a live stream for the past 30 minutes for the durable goods release on our Discord with our members. And so now I jumped on YouTube just to join you guys today. And I'm just updating members on what we were just talking about. So if we can get a bullish close where this circle is, both on the NQ and the ES, that would be a bullish opportunity for markets. Right now, the systems are doing a really good job of trapping traders inside of this box. And then when you zoom in like crazy, like sometimes we have a habit where we zoom in too far into a chart, especially if you guys use small time frames, and you're like, hey, this candle right here, that's a bullish close, or sorry, bearish close, we should short using our True Algo strategy. But when you measure it out, you're literally talking about it's one tick. That's why it's better to do something like this. And then this is a strategy we teach our members, that like one tick is not enough of a close in order to jump into any type of bearish idea. And so right now we're just trapping people up. US 30, folks, you guys might have the best opportunity because you've tapped that box again to now set up for a potential time to push back down. Crypto folks still long and strong. No reason to be bearish whatsoever. Oil, you guys still have that bullish confirmation. You just cleared a lot of your gappage, but you're still bullish on oil. Let me go check. Silver is neutral. Let's see if gold has a long opportunity. I do not think it does, but we'll let that load and come back to it. Sam, I'll let you know on gold as soon as it loads. So right now, True Algo members, or just anyone else who's just watching us on gold, right now, you're in a bearish trend from our dashboard from a swing perspective. So any opportunity you can look to get into a short is a really good idea. But right now, using our True Algo, this is the day box, we're bullish, Sam. So until we lose that box during this New York session that's about to pop, there's no reason to be bearish on gold just yet. But it would be really great if we could get up, hit this, then close bearish, and then we could look to get a potential 180 or something like that. But right now, you are currently only bullish on gold. And remember, silver is holding the same exact box. So you've got the two big metals that are holding their long opportunities right now. Oil is about to put in a new high on this bullish idea, everybody. And then look at that. This is why I love this system, guys. True Algo members, just think about it. It's 3 times now. We've been live for not even 45 minutes, right? Together as a group. And look, like you're talking about 60 to 80 point wicks that are just destroying the retail trader because they're trying to get aggressive and they don't know that this is here. That's why the closes above or below are so important. But again, another opportunity where they're just going to get hammered. If you guys mitigated using our entrance strategy, then you would already be in profit. But again, you guys saw me live and being transparent. It wasn't an idea I took. But nonetheless, these wicks are going to wreck those traders. Kane, for US 30, we use the futures chart. It's the YM1. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it, bud. Chris, if I remember, I think you've been here before, bud. This is the process on the NQ. I'm not going to zoom out for the whole thing because it's not going to help us, because that's going to start to do hopes and dreams of traders. You know what I mean? Like if I zoom out and we see targets or boxes way far away, it's like, oh, does that mean I can get there? It's not a strategy. It's like people changing their EMAs, and then they use 2 different EMAs, then they change their time frame, and now the EMAs are different again. So like for me, bud, right now, as we keep telling members, though we had a bearish close for a potential push down, it was very, very small. But in the next 15 minutes, if we can close now where price is below this box, this candle can't close green on the ES. NQ is the center of your screen. We need to close bearish in the next 9 minutes. And if so, that would be a bearish move leading us into New York Open. And now we can get to the daily open. The move on the NQ from here to daily open is going to be over 200 ticks. That is 20 times or 10 times the average move of a retail trader. Most retail traders are going for 20 to 25 ticks. That alone will be 200. How many of you guys were with us yesterday? Do you remember me talking to you guys about the opportunity on the NQ yesterday? Way up here. And I told you as long as it plays out, it would be 800 ticks. It played out on the shorts. Because remember, this was the target right here. And it didn't even go for 800. It ended up running another basically 800 from there. So when I was talking about 1,500 ticks on the NQ, I mean, it went for it, man. And just again, True Algo members, please know, and any of you guys watching, just like the way we view markets is like, there's absolutely no reason right now to be bullish on the indexes. Don't be distracted because in the pre-market, you might see news people or someone telling you that things are bullish. They're not. We are not bullish till we close a candle above our box. And that's why you're seeing retail traders get trapped right here. True Algo, folks, if we can get a close right here for New York Open, like the opening bell, DXY to close here, we can already see that it will be a bullish close. You guys see that? Because the candle closed here. So if it closes above here, we know it's going to be a bullish candle. That means DXY is bullish. That could help the shorts play out on the indexes on that potential close. Andrew, what acronym, like what trading symbol do you want me to put it on? I'll let you pick. By the way, oil, any of you guys that are rolling with us on our ideas, take profit 1 is hit on oil. Here comes take profit 2 on our True Algo daily scalp target, just so you guys can see. So like while we're sitting here waiting on indexes, like True Algo members, remember I just coached it on the euro and it was a huge win. Now look at oil. You don't have to wait for the indexes to do something because oil now presented an opportunity just like the euro did. But there's your win. Remember, take profit 1, take profit 2, final take profit. Almost there. Thanks for telling me, Sam. And then German 40. Pepperstone it is. This should be a day box up here for you asking. So right now, there's no reason to be bullish. Yeah, there you go. See how we're trapped right here, Andrew? This True Algo box. And this was the swing box. Earlier today during the London session and Asia session, really good short opportunity right here to push down. Very aggressive move. And then now, during the New York session that you're getting ready for, we're at major resistance that we can't break this right here. So getting a close above the box, slightly higher than he's current. Again, this is like 1 to 2 ticks. It's not enough. Then you can look to be bullish on the German. But there's no reason to because the main indexes from the U.S. are not bullish either. So that's why you're seeing this struggle at the moment. I hope that helps, bud. And again, for those of you guys, I'll move back over to US 30. I just used the futures chart, YM1. Getting a bigger bearish move right now on the indexes. By the way, we've now hit take profit 2 on oil. So take profit 1, take profit 2. You guys can see that daily scalp target is checked. There was a 96% chance we would hit that target today on oil. Again, if you guys want live statistics that can help move markets in your favor. And by the way, the best part about this is like, here's the open, there's that scalp target, and then you blindly go long and you get destroyed. This is why we teach you at True Algo in our strategies, in our video strategies, we teach you never to blindly go to these things. And I tell you guys this on every single live stream. And instead, you get into the True Algo swing system. True Algo also gives you a daily long idea from right here. And then boom, now you get to those scalp targets rather than trying to go long right here to there. And now we're about to hit the final take profit idea on oil live. True Algo members, I want you guys to take note. Remember, commodities move in a similar direction. So remember we talked about silver, gold being bullish. Sam, you asked me about gold. Until it closes below here, there's no reason to be bearish from the day perspective, and you're seeing it all commodities moving the same way. By the way, oil's now hit the full take profit idea. The reason why we say that, everybody watching, is once you hit the box, now you want to wait for a bearish close to now go short. But until this candle closes bearish, there's no reason to be bearish whatsoever. I'm sorry about coughing into the mic. I'm trying my best not to do that. I know someone's asking about the Canadian versus the yen. Here, I'll make you a deal. I'll pop up the Canadian versus the yen if you tell me if you're bullish or bearish. That's the deal. Instead of you guys just looking for asset classes for us to tell you, I'd rather you tell me what you think you're on it before. Just me. It doesn't matter how many times you post just US 30, please, please, please. It's literally right here. You don't got to keep asking. It's on the right side. So, user, just let me know if you're bearish or bullish on it, and then I'll switch it. I feel like that is a good deal. The reason why I'm saying that, and this goes for any of you guys if you're not a member, I'd rather you pick an asset and then tell me if you're bearish or bullish on it, because maybe you're bearish or bullish, but you don't have a reason to, like you're not sure why, or maybe you have conviction. And then we pop up our indicator, and then our indicator instantly tells you whether you should be bearish or bullish, and that can help build confidence in what your ideas could be. So he says he thinks he's bullish. Let's check it out. This is the Canadian versus the yen. I'll put it on the right side of your screen, just using the very first broker. And wait for it to load. And remember, you guys know our rules. Bullish candle closes above boxes means we're bullish, and there you go right here. You see it? Look, live too, as it is putting in a new high as we're talking. And I just want to point out the biggest thing, like look, you see these bearish candles? You notice how they're not hitting the box, therefore there's no reason to be short. And then finally, you get that bullish close. It's right here, right there. And then now take profits through gaps, through London high, and then finally to the box above price. But you are absolutely, you should be bullish right now. We are not a trading signal service, so like you absolutely can get wrecked here. I'm just telling you, using rules, there's good reasons to be bullish, but you can do it whatever you want with your information. We are not a signal service. But I can tell you, just using our strategy, when we close below this box right here, that's when the Canadian versus the yen will start to look very bearish. But right now, no big reasons to be overly bearish on it. It's just bullish to push up from a system. And I hope you guys can see that. And by the way, this was an amazing opportunity right there on the Canadian versus the yen to load up. And we, by the way, we have put another new high on this asset that you just asked for, bud. You should join us, and then you can use it for yourself whenever you want. I mean it. Those of you guys asking about the euro, we're completely neutral on the euro right now because you're in a box. You guys know the rules. We don't long into a box above. You can look for shorts when we close below the box, or longs when you're above the box. But right now, you're in a neutral position on the euro, for those of you guys asking. It already played out the long ideas earlier today. We're just about to get a close index, folks. Okay? NQ is still going to be, or it's actually going to confirm bearish now. And then the ES is going to confirm bearish now. We got less than a minute. US 30, folks, you're still, yeah, there you go. So we're confirmed bearish on all three now. That is a big enough close for me on all three assets. And if it pushes up against us, that's just part of trading, man. But indexes, we now have bearish confirmations on all three. NQ already starting to put in a new low on that candle. So some of you guys might look at other people that do like these little scalps of like 1 to 2 ticks or whatever. But I mean, whatever floats your boat. I mean, there's already 14 ticks in your favor. You just got to be patient and wait for the closes. That's not usually stuff. We don't want those smaller moves. Like those people can use this. And those of you guys asking, like there's no real reason to check other assets like crazy because we have to wait for a 30-minute close on everything unless it's a stock. Notice that oil, after getting to the full take profit box, we're trying to clear a True Algo magnet right now until we close below the box, which we can see is highly unlikely. There's no reason to be bearish at all on oil. It's just looking to run. And then we have a True Algo beacon right here, guys, on oil. There is a 92% chance we are going to clear this line on oil today. 92%. Will bearish be... Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Will gold be bearish if it goes below 23.25? I mean, gold would be bearish before that. Like, if you hit this box and close a bearish candle, like, sorry, let me move this arrow. Like, if you do this and this candle right here that pushes this down movement, it closes bearish, then gold is already bearish. If gold closes a bearish candle down here, gold is already bearish. You don't have to wait for 23.25, which is way, way down there. You guys see now oil, the bigger take profits are occurring from the True Algo box. This isn't a short that we would take. All this is the bigger, like the exchanges are now taking profit on a long. The only way to take profit on a long is to go short on your long position. That's how you close it. Chris, if you guys see his question, and then True Algo members, you can answer for him too, so he knows I'm not BSing him. He says, once you purchase the system, is there a tutorial on how to understand it? As soon as you guys join us, you get access to a learning platform, a different website that has tutorials that are put in order of what you should watch, and they're literally 2 to 6 minutes long. So it's very easy for you to get up and started real quick. And then there's also a channel that we give you access to on our Discord that has PDFs that you can follow as well. And then I do this every day live for you all to help you. It's not like, man, I can't stress enough. I know we don't seem very cheap, but like we're not like these other things out here. We're not just an indicator because you get the live stream aspect and the learning platform. And as again, you can see that the members are answering for you, bud. And again, guys, I can't stress enough. Like people are asking, does the indicator work for the London session? You can see the London is outlined in purple, right? So look, there's your first bearish close. There's your win. And this also teaches you right here, you using our mitigation strategy, you actually could have got even more out of this, but I'm not going to tell everyone else how to do it because it might confuse them, but we walk you through step by step how to do this. And then there was a gap fill, which is your take profit one right in here is a gap. And then as you can see, there's your short win. And that's during the London session, bud. The NQ offered an even bigger win when that happened as well. I mean, all of the ideas today either happened to start during the Asia session or during the London. And I want to make sure I'm very clear here, guys. We are still in the London session. And some of you might be like, I don't know what this crazy guy is talking about. We're not in the London session. Yes, we are, guys. The way True Algo views markets, you are not in the New York session till the bell rings, and the bell does not ring for 11 minutes. Really good question, Trevor. He's asking everybody, is the Discord chat trading room similar to these YouTube sessions? And is the Discord access dependent on what package you use? So everybody's on the same page. And again, True Algo members, you can answer or you can call me out if I'm lying. You guys might have experienced this in other places where like you have to pay more to get more knowledge from people. And that's not how it is here. The only thing that's different in the indicator packages is how many assets you get. But when you join our Discord and you pay for a subscription, everybody gets access to these live streams. Everybody gets access to everything on the learning platform. There is no paywall in front to get you more information. Now, if you're someone who trades crypto, then you have to get the VIP package that has over 80 crypto coins inside that we watch. But you still have access to everything with the live streams. We don't cut you off. Now, if you're not in the crypto side, you don't get access to like the crypto channel where they chat, but everybody has access to the same full general chat, if that makes sense. We don't hide anything from you guys. And you don't have to pay more to get access to this channel versus that channel. Everybody gets these live streams. And then guys, for all of you guys watching right now, and you're like, man, why isn't he talking about going long or short? We're already in a confirmed short idea that we are looking for longs when you close above here. That's the low stress about our indicator. As we're watching. And so sorry if I'm boring some of you. That's not my intention. But like, again, we know other systems and all that stuff out there. But like, before I jumped on this live stream on YouTube, I was in our Discord channel and every one of our members are in that live stream with us. It's not the VIP people versus funding challenge account. It just has to do with what asset classes you get, bud. Hopefully that helps you understand. Oil still holding long and strong. Again, just so everyone knows, like I know like oil hit our full take profit. Now it pushes down and now it's back up. The thing is with retail traders is they keep trying to find the higher low and they're going to switch to the 5-minute and then start to cycle through EMAs or MACD, which all change on every time frame. I can't stress this enough. And those of you guys that were with us yesterday, you saw this again live. There is no reason on this asset to be bearish using True Algo. It has to close bearish from this box. The candle opened here. That means there's no reason to be bearish. So, as a retail trader, if you keep shorting, you're going to feed our longs. So don't do that. Where everyone else is going to go to the 5-minute and the 1-minute, check the 8 versus the 24. See if the MACD is now crossed, if the RSI is oversold on the 5 but not on the 1. These are all things like in a live environment, they're just going to destroy you. Instead, I will just sit here and tell you we are bullish until we close bearish from the box. And some of you guys here have been trading for years and you can't find the consistency in ideas, and that's because you keep changing this stuff up here. So don't do that. Just roll with us, lower the stress, and just wait for closes. We just got the bigger move, by the way. I don't know how many of you guys are following us on the indexes, but if you think we're crazy, there's 40 ticks. That's 2 times your average move, and now it's still going. It's almost 50 ticks now on the short. US 30, folks, your shorts, everyone's short. Short's going great. The ES is producing the smallest move so far, but you guys see how every candle right now is red on the indexes? That's True Algo. Low stress. Low stress. Didn't have to change time frames. Don't have to sit here and keep popping up different indicators that change on every single time frame. Instead, we just watch. And if 40 ticks are good for you, man, great. If 40 ticks happen and now you want to move your stop to break even to protect your position, great. The whole point is like you guys saw live again, and True Algo members, when you were with me in Discord, like, look, we never closed above the box, so there's no reason to be bullish. And yes, you have to wait for the candle to play, but like that's why we don't go long into a box above till it closes above. That's why the circle's above price. And now, boom, there's 40 ticks. But if you're somebody who got the advantage that you let it push up and you added more on our line, well, now you have 4 contracts in when you're practicing on micros, or 4 contracts in on the ES. US 30 offered it before New York even got to this point. As we're getting ready for New York Open, US 30's offered multiple contract ideas as well. Look at US 30. It's the one that the most short of them. And True Algo, remember, just what I was trying to tell you guys. And remember, if I'm talking about US 30, folks, you guys know that's a big deal because I am not a fan of US 30. Look, it is the only asset that is trending bearish from True Algo. That's why you're seeing the shorts play out a little bit more aggressively on, what's it called? The US 30. If DXY can just get this close above this box, it could really help the indexes be bearish. Oil still holding long and strong. Crypto, you're still long and strong as well. You guys see how, like, and this is what we talk about, like, in a live environment. Like, I don't know what a big enough move is for people. Everybody's situation is different. But that was 40 ticks, and then now it pushes back up. And if it closes out, it's totally fine. But just saying, like, from a live perspective, like, that's what live markets are like. US 30 is still holding great. NQ raising its aggression level a little bit. Tesla did hit the day box above, helping push markets down. Nvidia, bullish, hitting the day box. Microsoft still bullish as it's holding the swing box. When Microsoft closes back below here, Microsoft will be bearish. And then Apple is still bullish as well. So it should help indexes hold a little bit better. Yeah, Zip, and maybe if you guys, maybe you only get 20 ticks and that's it. But guess what? A win's a win. And then you move on. The whole point is like you're not taking ideas based off of hopes and dreams that you hope a candle does something and then you hold for the wrong reasons. New York's going to open here in 3.5 minutes. I'll update you guys as we get closer to this open on the potential of what's going to happen. If you guys notice these circles that are above the current price action, the circles just mean when we close in these circles or above them, then markets will look to flip bullish. Right now, everything is just a consolidation fest at our box. We had that quick little 40 tick move, and now we're holding. And I can't stress enough, if you guys watch other people in markets, they go to small time frames. And this might be you guys, and we're trying to help the retail trader. You're talking about opening lots of contracts, and you're trying to scoop out 2 to 3 ticks. Like this was 40 plus ticks on a single move. US 30 is still short and strong, by the way. Notice like in real time right now, you guys can see the boxes are still stopping it in its heart. Like, nope, we are not bullish till we're above the box. Excuse me. Yeah, man, gold still long and strong. No reason to be bearish. If we, like I said earlier, you hit this box and then you close bearish, then we can be bearish. And again, guys, it's so easy to predict because right now this current candle has to close down here to be bearish. We know that statistically speaking, in the next 2.5 minutes, that's unlikely. So there's no reason to be bearish on this asset. Check out silver real quick. I don't know if there's a play on it we were talking about earlier. Oil for New York Open, you cannot be bearish, even if we fully reject here at New York Open on oil, because it has to close bearish. It can't just have a bearish directional move. Remember, we talked about silver, Sam, and anyone else asking that it held the box, and then silver has gone up and now hit the swing system once again. Gold looks like it's about to put it at a new high, or it just did. New York opens here in less than 2 minutes, everybody. So Sam's asking a good question. He's like, if you know that New York is just about to open and your volatility is going to kick in, guys, but you're already in a position, The most important thing you can do in markets when you practice is to protect. So like if you have a position that's open, New York's going to ring, it's going to bring in volatility. It's better to have your stop loss in place to protect it, even if your stop loss gets hit and then it goes in your favor. Because if you don't set your stop closer to protect your position, because you get upset that it hits your stop and then it pushes up or something, the next time you won't set your stop. So what will the market do? It'll do something like that instead, and then it'll humble you, and don't get humbled. Right now, like on indexes, like we're still confirmed bearish. Like that 40 tick scoop was great. And then right now, if you take profit on an idea, you should be moving your stop to break even. So now you're neutral because nothing is activated. US 30 is still going to be confirmed bearish on this close. New York is just about to ring, but ES and NQ are now in the box, unless it closes above right here. Here comes, because the ES is now above the box. NQ is not. US 30, you just tap the box again. I'll update you guys live. Hold on, just let the candle close. We don't play off hopes and dreams. Let the candle close first. US 30 just rejected really hard from the box. Right here, right side of your screen. Let me zoom in a little bit. NQ is going to open New York neutral, and then the ES as well. Come on. There it is. So this is neutral, and then this is neutral, or you're still confirmed bearish. It has to close above the box to be bullish. So just to reiterate, there's no reason to be bullish right now on indexes using True Algo until it closes above the box. That's why this circle is here. Does that make sense, everybody? I just want to make sure. And again, True Algo members, I don't know if you're all using the risk mitigation strategy, but you know now that average entries puts you like right here, and now it's a big win going into New York. And now you can start to scoop off some and protect the position. You guys see this live again? Like everyone sees New York pre-market is green, so they go bullish. And then now you're longing into the very top of a True Algo box. And then boom, they'll take you out. This move is not small, guys. Like look, it's 118 ticks, man. Like goodbye. Remember, the average trader is trying to play for 10 to 20 ticks. So that's 6 times their stop loss. So goodbye position. DXY did not close bullish. You guys, True Algo members for Forex, look, the euro, this is why I keep telling you that it's neutral, but there's no reason to be bearish. It has to close bearish. So the euro is still long and strong. I'll pop up that Canadian versus the yen. Remember, this was requested by a random YouTube person, not by one of our members. And look, again, if you guys need a system that tells you when you think you're bullish and you are needing a system to actually tell you you're right, look, you called the asset, not me, man. Look how good your long has gone now. You've been on our streams before, bud, because I've seen you before. It has to close bullish above a box or close bearish below a box. And there's your monster of a long idea. Hopefully that helped you. Gold continuing to put in a new high. Reminder, no reason to be bearish whatsoever till it closes bearish. And look at oil, guys. Rewind the tape, and you can call me out if I'm scamming you, like everybody else does typically. Look, what did I tell you? That there was it was 92% up here. 92% chance that we would clear this True Algo beacon, and there you go on oil. I told you, no reason whatsoever to be bearish till we close bearish. And now, even if that was the only one you got, look at this monster of a win on oil. With 0 drawdown, by the way, on that last candle. But 92% chance I told you we would hit that True Algo beacon. You can see the check mark now. And there you go. Let's go. Gold, if we can get a close of this box, you've got your beacon up here. 89% chance we will get to this beacon today on gold. When do you look to get to that beacon? As soon as you close above that box. Index is still trapping people within this consolidation fest. US True Algo members, please note this. We are back to the US 30 running in the opposite direction of the other two. You guys see that? We are not moving in the same direction like we did yesterday. So it's going to take about 45 minutes of New York open for them to start to agree, and then all three will move in the same direction. And then Forex, folks, you'll have a lot more bullish direction on things that start with USD when DXY can close above. Until it does that, it's going to really struggle, which means other pairs against the US dollar are going to push up. Crypto is still long and strong. Ethereum's almost got to its next take profit idea for any of you guys that are on crypto market. Crypto tends to slow down during the first hour or so of New York Open, and then it'll pick up volatility. And again, just another opportunity. Whoever was asking Chris, like, does the indicator work during London? Does it work during Asia? Well, you tell me. This is 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the Asia session. There's your short idea. Whoop! But let's say you missed that short. That's okay. Look, now this is 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. London's going to open an hour. There's your short. Whoop! Straight to take profit. Well, now you're in London. There's your bullish 6 a.m. Whoop! Sorry for the annoying sound effects, but though you guys get live streaming like this every single day to help coach you, like, you don't need the live streams if you're up during Asia and London session. You can see now the ES and NQ are now to the top of the box. Again, this circle is really, really important. If we can close above this box, that will then flip the indexes bullish. And if DXY remains down here and cannot close above this box, then that can help build that bullish idea as well. Excuse me, my throat. You guys are hilarious. We are 9 minutes from this close, so you got to have patience. If you're someone who struggles with patience, I mean, we definitely fix that for you, or at least we attempt to fix it. We can't guarantee that you'll fix your patience. Like, look, this is why you guys have got to understand live environments and why 95% of retail traders get wrecked. You guys saw that candle, right? How bullish it was, and you get that FOMO, like you're like, oh my God, why can't we go long? Why is he saying not to go long? It's bullish. And now look at the candle. Like, guys, literally 65 ticks against you instantaneously because you're longing the box above. We keep telling you it will be more bullish when we close above the box. All those retail traders just got absolutely destroyed. Just a real quick wick to muscle them out of their positions. True Algo members, please take note of this wick right here on the ES holding the bottom of the box. Really important. ES is doing a good job of leading right now, True Algo members. A reminder that the ES already flipped bullish down here when we started our stream today. And then gold, we've hit the day box. Now you're starting to see the bigger take profits kick in. It has to close bearish. You can see that the current candle is bearish. It has to close bearish. That close is 25 minutes away, guys. So what does that mean? Go look at another asset. Don't sit here and force gold to do anything. Starting to get a little bit more strength in DXY. A little bit of loss of strength here on the euro. You want the euro to close below the box to push down, and you want DXY to close above the box to push up. Look at it again, guys. Like, I can't stress enough, man. Look, I know I sound like a crazy person sometimes, but look, it's 80 ticks. If you're going long right now on the NQ at the top, it's 80 ticks against you. Just got to be patient. True Algo members, look at US 30 going absolutely ballistic. It's going the opposite direction. Cool. It's a lot of conflict. Something that we want to watch out for. That's why I told you, like, this, it's not my favorite. It's headed up for our scalp target here. You'll get to see the first circle get hit. 92% chance it'll hit the scalp target today, as it's coming for it right now. Hey, Jeremy, hope you're doing well, bud. Man. Tesla looks really bullish. You can see here, Tesla's right side of your screen. 3 times you hit the True Algo box down here, and all 3 produced the long. And now Tesla's going nuts. Microsoft, you've rejected right here. You got to zoom in just to show you. But look, There's your bearish close on Microsoft, and now Microsoft straight to the True Algo boxes and the beacon and scalp target right here. So this is bearish for Microsoft. Tesla's bullish. Apple rejecting quite hard. You're about to get to the daily scalp target right here on Microsoft. Here it comes. And come on. Come on. Ooh, it's going to get annoying. NVIDIA, you can see here that we are now rejecting from the box as well. So NVIDIA is bearish. Come on, Microsoft. I'm going to click off the chart and it's going to clear it in a second. Look at the NQ, guys. Like, look, man. It's 160 ticks if you went long at the top. This is why we talk to you that this indicator protects you. Like, you get that FOMO. You keep thinking you want to go in. And True Algo members, like, this is why we teach you the mitigation strategy, right? Because you guys know it has to close above the box. We're never going to tell you this is easy. But you guys know with that mitigation or nursing a position, look, you know that this win is huge now because you have 6 to 8 potential contracts activated. And now it's 150 ticks in your favor. That's 150 times 6 or times 8. Ugh. NVIDIA didn't clear that scalp target. It's going to get there. It's like, it's screaming to us that like it just needs to go a little bit lower. So not NVIDIA, sorry, Microsoft. By the way, Tesla has continued to put in a new high since you asked me about it. And again, the longs were right here. Literally, Tesla opened pre-market and then opened, went straight to the box, hit it, and then blast off. Gold rejecting really hard from the day box. And now oil looking really good about a potential short opportunity if it can close below. True Algo members, make note where the beacon is. Until we can close above the beacon, it's going to be aggressively looking to push down. We're starting to get a slight, even though the candles are a different color right now on the indexes, True Algo members, if you'll look, they're starting to move similarly. Like you're getting a push down on these two, and then US 30 is pushing down as well. You won't see me sit here and now talk about on a 5-minute or 1 minute or any of that stuff. All we're doing, guys, right now, if I get quiet, it's because we have to wait 3.5 minutes for another close. And then we can present ourselves ideas. You can see US 30 selling off quite hard from the top of the box right now. And again, because the ES and the NQ continue to stop at the top of the True Algo box. Crypto holding up really well comparatively. Gold just closed this gap right here, guys. You fair value gap traders, you just closed it. If you're ever wondering, like, how am I going to get down to the gap? Well, you get to the True Algo box where you're supposed to reverse bearish. Now you can fill that gap, and maybe now you can push back up. I don't know how you guys use fair value gaps. We use them as take profit tools. We don't use them as entrance criteria. DXY is starting to muscle up. Again, if this can close here, guys, and Euro can close a little bit lower, that can really help the indexes start to push down. You can see DXY is creeping up right now. It's really good. And the Euro's creeping down. This is good. You guys see the wicks on both sides? Again, just talking about protecting a position, like, can't stress enough, like, you see it close in the box. Like, let's say you're not in anything, and that's why we talk about closes. Like, say you weren't in anything when New York opened. Look at those wicks, like, destroying people on both sides of it. Unless you were aggressive right at that first opening that we talked about earlier. 2.5 minutes from the next close on indexes, folks. If you have questions, please let me know. Right now, I'm just waiting. Your question. Hold on, I can't. Why is this in the way? The promo codes on the website, there's a thing that says specials at the very top, and then it gives you the code. So when you go to check out, it'll ask, do you have any promo codes? And then just put that in there, and then you can use the promo code, Chris. And it applies automatically. Just make sure you put it in. Minute and a half from this next close, and then we can see if there's going to be any ideas that present themselves. You can also see like when it could happen, because like this has to close above. This has to close above. This has to close above. And right now, none of them are closing, or they're not above price. So again, it's just another place where retail is going to get trapped in the wicks. And then DXY stopping again right at the box. Look, you guys see it? Look at the Euro and DXY live. See how they're just stopping? Still can't break it, man. Again, it has to close. Closes in 15 minutes. And if this closes in the box and this closes in the box and this all three are neutral. It's not a point that we chase if you don't want to. We follow our rules. Even if price runs off afterwards. Just waiting on the close, guys, and I'll keep talking. There we go. So we are still neutral on ES, still neutral on the NQ, and still neutral on US 30. I know that might be like, man, why are we neutral? Why can't you tell us to be bullish or bearish? Again, follow rules. Like, you need it to close above this box. If not, it's going to be an area to trap people. Remember we talked about earlier, like it was a 118 tick wick, you know what I mean, to trap those people. So just got to be patient. If you're someone who just wants to take a long idea now because you're not patient, then you got to be very aggressive about your stop. Like we would suggest, like when you practice, your stop would be here. So maybe you just do a stop right here on this True Algo Flex because it's telling you this bullish candle is strong until this disappears. But for us, using that rules of the mitigation strategy, it's when you get a close above the box, not in it. You guys can see right now still US 30 is going the exact opposite direction of the other two. Squeeze, I don't use any type of value area techniques or stuff like that because where are you going to put your stops and stuff like that? Now listen, you can use that and you can use it with our True Algo boxes. Just like you could have gone from like the weekly open. The ES opened today literally bullish. So if the ES is bullish, more than likely the NQ is going to be bullish too. So if you want to utilize your value areas or something like that, you can feel free. But that's not something that like we're going to use. Just like we wouldn't use today's current volume profile because it's going to continually move throughout the session. It won't be in the same spot. One of the things that tells us more than likely today, Squeeze, about like, is there a chance that we should be bullish today? And you want to use something from True Algo to get there. And then you can also use your other techniques or analysis tools you've learned from somewhere else. You have a True Algo beacon above price. There's a 93% chance overall when we're looking back over a 3-month period that you're going to come hit this beacon today. So that's even more reasons for you to get up here. So when True Algo flips a value area like you're saying, or price action, or an open, or a box, yes, there are more reasons now to become bullish versus bearish, if so to speak. I hope that makes sense. I can teach you about value areas, but it's not something I use because it's not consistent enough for me for my ideas. It's more so like what the strategy is, like where's the stop, where's the take profit. Notice that this is why I keep telling you guys that we're neutral. Look, you see that green candle and all your patience goes out the window and you want to go long and now it runs against you. And some of you, that's enough against you to be out. And that's why we just, again, it's about protecting. Like we have to wait for the close, guys. And again, where these wicks you think are not that big, like guys, this is probably like 40 ticks, 46 ticks currently on the NQ against you. And remember, you're going to get filled up here. Your broker's not going to fill you in a good place, unfortunately. But this is why we talk to you guys. You have to do this in a live environment. You can't just sit here and backtest and people trying to help you when markets aren't open. This is when you need help. You need help in a live action scenario. And this is what we do every day, guys. So really good question. Someone asked, if you're in a bearish position with the ES and it closes neutral, is it a good idea just to exit at break even? I think when you practice, if you're able to take a losing position, like let's say it runs against you, and then it allows you an opportunity to get back in at break even, it's a good idea to move your stop. The most important thing you can do is keep protecting. And so like, but our True Algo members know, like, and we talk about like, guys, that this stuff is not easy to do. Please don't think that trading is easy. If someone tells you it is, or they show you, you're being fed false information. We present our members a strategy. You guys see how we're selling off like crazy right now? Like this is worth the price of admission. Because what was once a 40 tick stop loss, if you didn't sit here and listen how we said there's no reason to be bullish at the top, now look at it. Look at it. And this is why we teach all of our members that closes matter. Look at this move. And so like when we talk about being in that short here, your next entrance is percentagely broken up between the box. 2, 3, very last entrance. When you close above the box, that's when you are now bullish and your play is invalidated. You always know where your play is invalidated, and it's not because your certain amount is red. And now we just touched where the original entrance was on the confirmation, but because we teach our members how to scale in through practice of our mitigation strategy, well, guess what? What was once at break even, average entry is about right here, over 6 to 8 micros as you practice on micros, not on minis, and now you're in a big take profit, and you're not trapped most of all. And guys, I hope you understand, like, if you're like, why are they able to do this live? It's because we don't switch our time frames and fall into these retail pitfalls. You guys see it, right? It's not an accident. Every time you see a green candle go up and we're telling you that we're confirmed bearish or we're neutral, we're not going to go long till it closes above the box, and you think that we don't know what we're talking about using our strategy, I want you to look at the current candle. This is the problem that retail traders make because they want to follow every candle and they get wrecked. And now you're like, well, should I follow this bearish candle? We've already been confirmed bearish before New York opened. This is the play that needs to play out, and it's not invalidated till it closes above the box. I'm not saying this is easy to do, but this is the point of the system. Look, as it runs off now. And I told you, when DXY gets above this box, it's going to allow the indexes to be more bearish. That's statistically what happens. Gold has now gone from one box to the next, so no short opportunity on that one. But there you go, man. I hope that helps you guys in a live situation. Look at US 30 just falling off a cliff, about to hit the next take profit box. You don't long a box above. That's a very big candle for the ES, by the way. It almost looks similar to what we had yesterday if you guys were live with us. Yeah, man. 30-minute time frame on everything except for the indexes. Indexes, we rock with a 15. I know, Adrian. I feel the same way, bud. The ES is getting us there, and then you just need the NQ now to, if you're not in anything, to close below. We have a close here in, what is it, 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes? But going great nonetheless. Crypto's probably pushing down a little bit more now too. Yep. We should now, if you remember that Canadian versus the yen play, it should be pushing down. Yeah, not pushing down, but like, again, you can see it starting to exhaust. And it's because DXY is pushing up. This is why we teach all of our members in a live situation. You've always got to have DXY on your chart. So DXY is now showing strength, so most things are going to struggle unless it starts with the letters USD. Like here, I'll show you what I mean. You'll see the UCAD now is probably hitting a True Algo box right here. You see how the candles, oh, it's a beacon. Again, beacon, 96% chance overall that you would get to this target over a 3-month period. And there you go. We're also at the bottom of the swing system too, True Algo members for the UCAD. But DXY muscling up really strong. You'll see the Euros continuing to look like it wants to flip bearish from True Algo. This is why we told you guys until it closes above the box, this is where the Euro is going to look to stop. DXY is helping that too. Index is continuing to put in a new low. on the just the current candle, not like talking about like the low for the day. We don't view that in True Algo. Just like if people ever tell you don't go long or short ideas based off of the previous day's low or high, that statistic isn't as good as you think. It's more importantly where our boxes are. Because if our box is above the previous day's low or previous day high, we're looking to get to that box more than we are to worry about that previous low or high. There's the new low right now on the NQ. By the way, this is over 200 ticks now from the top to the bottom. ES, just absolutely glorious. True Algo members like this, you guys got to remind me on Sunday when we do our back test session together to just talk about this one. Like, this is why the 4th video in our learning platform, that's I think 6 minutes long, teaches you why this is so important. Like, this can go from what a position that sort of feels like it's running against you now is going to turn into one of the biggest wins of the entire week. And it will be nuts, right? When you get down, there's a gap right here. So this is the next overall take profit is right here. And that can reverse price back up bullish. And then where's the take profit after that? And it's right here where open is and then right where that box is. And again, you can front run it. You don't need to do the entire gap fill. It's always best to front run a tick or two because on every single exchange, the gaps and the opens and the boxes are going to be in slightly different places. So always front run a little bit. US 30, you're about to tap the box. You guys all that have been on here live with me, do you notice now like why it's so important that when you see a candle moving against you, and I'm sitting here saying that we're bearish, we're not bullish till we close above a box, and when the candle's moving over that 1 or 2 minute period in the opposite direction, you're like, see, these people don't know what they're talking about. And this is what we talk about live action. Everywhere you've gone before, you're trying to scoop up 10. So I've seen some people only go for 2 to 5 ticks because they'll try to trade 10 contracts at a time. Like they're strictly just trying to get out with the smallest moves possible. And instead, that's very stressful for me. And this is not. You use, and you walk you through the entire strategy about how to get in here. But True Algo folks, is this not the risk mitigation strategy to perfection right now? And this is the point of the system. Like what was once stressful, because even if a retail trader got this right, we teach this to our members, everybody watching. Even if you guys got in the short, you would have gone everything you had right here where I'm pushing this arrow. But we teach how to scale in when we practice. And now your average entry gets pushed up here. Your stop is when you close above. And now you have, instead of a single mini, single mini or 2 minis, you break that up into 25% increments. And now you have potentially 8 micros that you can scale out now. You guys ever feel like you take profit too early because you only have one thing in and you can't break it up? Well, we fix that for you over time. That's usually like 95% of retail traders lose. What's their mistake? They take profit too early and they hold bad positions too long. We know where the invalidation is because it's based off of the closes. Don't stress it. There's always going to be more, bud. DXY still trying to flip these markets bearish as it tries to flip bullish. The close is in 2.5 minutes. It looks like we are going to get that bullish confirmation on the DXY. Euro folks, you look like you're going to get that bearish confirmation. The only problem just sort of is like you have a gap right here that it can't close below. So getting a slightly lower bearish close could really help that play out in your favor. I don't know if this is a box over here on the pound. The pound did fill that gap as well. So just trying to see if there's a box right here. I know there is a box somewhere right around here. Just waiting for it to load. And nope, that's the bullish close above. And again, right here is where the euro was already closed bearish. So for a bearish move on the pound, you would need a lower close than where it is currently. And again, True Algo members, you know this, or anyone just watching, like if you're going to trade the pound, the euro, the pound and the euro, you should always look at. And right here, if you were looking to go long on the euro just now, the pound, you wouldn't because the euro's at this box and the DXY is at this box. That means that the pound is going to struggle where it's at. I hope that makes sense, True Algo members. If not, just let me know and I'll post it in chat for you guys. Gold still falling off the face of the earth from the box. Index is about to have another close here, guys. We're going to have a bearish it'll be really hard. It'll be very difficult to not have a bearish confirmation here, guys, because it would have to close above there, or it'd have to close in the box. I don't think that's going to happen. So we will have another bearish confirmation close on the indexes. Kane is asking on this bearish close on US 30, is that a short opportunity? And this is where like I would push people, like you see how like you're really close to it. This green area is a True Algo box. And then there's the open is right here. So your potential risk to reward is very low because your risk is your stop is above a box and your reward is right here. So I wouldn't look for a short opportunity for demo and practicing purposes on US 30. I would more so look at the ES or the NQ because you're already out of box, if that makes sense. It makes sense. Just about to have the close, everybody. Oh, Life at Sea. I now notice who you are, bud. Congrats, man. It's stressful, right? Live environments are always going to feel stressful, but that's why we teach that risk mitigation strategy, man. Yes, See, I do the same exact thing, bud, for this. Like, the ideas are on micros, even though we're looking at the minis. So exact same concept, bud. Hope that answers your question. In a really good question, you're talking about like these. There's the close. Man, look at the NQ just went nuts. That is crazy. That market order just now. Again, True Algo members, like it's such a good opportunity because like if you were waiting, I mean, it was instantaneous, like the close, and now it's pushing up against. God, that is crazy. Emma, when you're asking about these bullish targets that are way above price, it has to close above the box to be interested in getting to these bullish targets that are up there. My Forex favorite pair is ETH versus, or no, oh my gosh, the Euro versus the Pound is my favorite Forex pair. Let's see if it looks good today. We'll zoom out a little bit. We'll wait for that to load. I'll come back to it. But that's my favorite Forex pair, the Euro versus the Pound. It's the least volatile of all of Forex pairs. Typically, it has the least wicks if you compare it against other Forex pairs. Gold at the box. Oil still continuing to be bullish, guys. No reason to be bearish. And now indexes are just muscling up like crazy. Again, guys, you saw like that close was like instantaneously after all of that mitigation, entrances, and nursing. Like, and then it's 100 plus ticks in your favor. Like, this is where the stops protect you. And now look that it's wanting to muscle up. This is the Euro versus the Pound. See, you're asking me like, what's my favorite Forex pair? And like, there's your bullish close, full take profit. There's your bearish close. And now you're heading down to the next full take profit. But the Euro versus the Pound is my favorite Forex pair to watch. Again, I believe this is my opinion, not financial advice. Again, for demo and paper trading purposes, the Euro versus the Pound is one of the least volatile, means less wicks of a Forex pair. And you can see it comparatively, like how much more volatility exists on the Euro right now. Okay, cool. Oil still going. Crypto, you've now gotten to the box again, crypto folks. Wait for a bullish close, continue to push up. Bitcoin, wait for a bullish close, look to push up. It's a nice fib too as well. There was a news event at 10. Oh, was it the Michigan thing, right? Isn't that what happened? That's why. I forgot that Michigan release was at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, exactly. And then watch it literally just... There was like those big market orders right at the end of this current candle. And then went into more limits. Might just be filling more shorts too. And now just waiting for another close. It's a really ugly candle on DXY. So probably going to get that. Euro, same thing. Yeah, man. True Algo people, just remind me on Sunday to cover this day. It'll be a really good opportunity to see how we, just like everybody can improve, you know what I mean? Especially with two volatile news events. Durable goods was at, 8:30 in the morning. And then now this Michigan thing at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, using the mitigation strategy, nursing a position that goes against you for the right reasons. And then you're still seeing live, like, do you see like the traps that continue to keep happening in the box area? Again, that's why we talk about protecting the idea when it does go back in your favor. Or whoever was the person that asked about, or was it C that was asking earlier about when to move your idea into a break even, and you get a break even, is it a good time to close? It's always better to close something at break even than to close something in a loss. You just got to make sure if you're ever going to close something, it's for a validation reason, not because you just don't like the way that it went against you. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, if you're monitoring, what's it called? Market structure, you would be correct, Mr. Patel. I'm just waiting for closes, folks. So if you have questions, feel free. I'll answer them. US 30, man, just like straight to the box, straight back down again. Tesla has now gotten up to the beacon again from those who asked earlier. And there's that True Algo beacon right there. Apple is dancing around the day system too. We've already reversed bullish from the swing system, but now playing around the day system. Microsoft, by the way, we did get to that scalp target on Microsoft. You guys see that it's checked. And then now we still need to get a bullish close for Microsoft, but you can see Microsoft's hitting the boxes below. NVIDIA starting to reject. A lot of people taking profit on their nice stock split as what's happening. Once we close in here, then you can look to start to rotate downwards on NVIDIA. Again, crypto folks, wait for a bullish close. Again, you saw that candle was bullish a second ago, but again, it has to close bullish. Oil still going long and strong. You guys can see oil doesn't care about news events. You guys see that? None. Like, as in nothing against it. It's just doing its thing. If Apple closes above a box, then statistically, yes, that would be bullish. So like right here, that is bullish to now reach the next box above. Apple also has extremely higher targets up here to come clear. Microsoft, again, flipping up bullish. Just cleared that first True Algo flex. So Apple, Microsoft, those are the two biggest stocks in the stock market, which are helping push up the ES and the NQ right now, especially the NQ. Michael, we can agree to disagree. If you're going to tell me that you're saying 4 positions, so 8 contracts, that puts the average entry somewhere in between here, and then now pushes down to there, 125 ticks isn't enough times 4. That's 500 ticks. But if you're holding for another reason, that's totally up to you, bud. And that's specific to using the risk mitigation strategy. US 30 still pushing down quite hard from the box. Right now, you're approaching that New York EQ of yesterday. That's that little blue line you guys see on my screen. If you can see it. I know sometimes it's small on yours. US 30 still struggling like crazy to break that box. Reminder that you are in a bearish trend from True Algo using US 30. ES and NQ are not in that same bearish trend. I'll stay on for the next close, which is in 6.5 minutes. And then True Algo members, we'll jump over to Discord and we'll finish out the next like 30 so minutes together. Oil's still going, man. And True Algo members, we will cover this on Sunday. I'm just sitting here waiting for the close. It is 6 minutes away. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let them come in. Patel, I already answered your question on Apple. The goal is to try to get up to there. The close is really small above the box in the grand scheme of things right here. Tesla's still continuing to put in new highs. Tesla's now gotten to the swing system from True Algo. NVIDIA pushing back down to the trend box. Yeah, it's the EQ, Sam. This is the EQ. The 50% mark of New York yesterday is what that is. US 30 still struggling like crazy to break that. Yes, correct. It's like if you go the high low from New York yesterday, that's what that is. That's the same one on the ES right here, above price, right there. Welcome. Close here in 3.5 minutes. NQ still going for it, man. Yep, you're welcome. DXY still rejecting. Again, aiding the indexes in being bullish. DXY still has that target right here from our earlier stream, True Algo members, that it's gunning for, that 104.3. Yeah, right now you should see, what's it called? The, oh my God, my brain. That commodities should be stronger because they tend to move similarly direction to the indexes. If indexes are moving up bullish, then typically in the commodities are too, because people are taking money out of the dollar. And so if the dollar goes down, euro and the pound go up, as well as most Forex pairs against the dollar. And then you'll see that copper, as what you guys are bringing up. Copper's in between the swing system too, but everything's going to sort of be bullish. There's still no reason to be overly bullish on copper from being in this bearish trend. Again, we had that move right here from that bearish close earlier before the news release. Crypto is still, again, you saw that candle was bullish, then it was back down here and bearish. Now it's back to being bullish. Because we've hit these True Algo boxes below price on Ethereum and Bitcoin, if we can close this candle bullish, then we can look for reasons to push back up on crypto. Same thing on Bitcoin. But there's no reason to be bearish until it loses the box. Right now, we're finding support at the box to push up. NQ now just tapped that EQ, by the way. Closes in less than 2 minutes. And then This would be a bullish confirmation. The ES is a bullish confirmation as well. US 30, you are not in a bullish confirmation for pushing up. And then again, True Algo members, come join me over on Discord as soon as this candle closes, and then I'll catch you guys over there. See that ES still pulling back in that box. Man, just sitting in the same little range for this entire first 30 minutes. It's about 20 tick range. Yeah, it typically happens, Jeff, with the New York market going to be closed on Monday. The futures will still be open. We'll still be live with you guys, but typical holiday price action on a Friday. US 30, man, is just still selling from that box. The US 30 shorts have yet to be stopped, by the way, again, from this monster red candle. And now just getting to the box and again pushing down. Just about to have that close. Again, now the NQ is the only one that's going to close bullish. ES is back in the box, so it's neutral. And then this is still bearish for US 30, but like you're too close to the next take profit idea. Gold, man, right back down to the box. If gold can just close a little bit lower, that would be bearish. DXY is still going to be neutral. Euro is going to be neutral as it closes in the box. And then here comes that close. Again, the only one that's bullish is the NQ. The ES is not bullish. Neither is US 30. There's that close. And then we have to wait 15 more minutes for the next close for the other asset classes, minus these. Tesla just put in a new high as well. Okay, cool. All right, True Algo members, come join me over on Discord so we can talk about things. You can ask questions as we finish this out. Reminder for all of the rest of you, anyone just watching, the NQ is the only one that's still bullish. US 30 is still bearish. And then ES is currently neutral as it closed back in the box. And once again, we have yet to close a single candle above the box on the ES. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you.